Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. First of all, don't mind my voice. I am trying to kick this cold before I have this baby, but it is kicking my butt. I am currently 38 weeks and 2 days, which is actually kind of crazy. Can't believe that I'm already at this point, but that's why I really wanted to do this video and this nesting project today, because I feel totally unprepared. Like, didn't have anything really done except having had washed his clothes and blankets. Being sick and in your third trimester and this close to your due date is the absolute worst, because not only am I having like Braxton Hicks contractions, but when I cough, it just makes it that much worse. So I've been a little bit miserable lately, but I've been meaning to do this video for weeks, and life has just kind of happened and gotten crazy. So I figured I should probably do this video now. Especially because the last 2 nights I've had contractions basically all night long, and then they like fizzle out and just completely stop like during the day. It's pretty much telling me that labor is right around the corner. And so it's just like kicking my butt into gear about getting all of this done. So in today's video, I have a couple of things on my to-do list. I want to do our Bedside Nursery, organize his cart, and then do my bathroom postpartum setup. So we actually don't have a nursery for this baby. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't had a nursery my last 2 pregnancies. Really, honestly, don't see the point in a nursery, at least until they're like in their own toddler bed, because our babies are always in our room and we co-sleep. I know that's controversial, and I know that like some people are very against that, but it has always worked for us. And so for me, it just kind of didn't make sense to try and make a nursery. I actually did do a nursery with the twins, but I didn't know that we weren't really going to use it that much as a first-time mom. I actually did one with Cooper too, but again, it was just more of the excitement of decorating and putting everything together that I just like really wanted to do. Then came my daughter and I realized, okay, it's unnecessary. We don't use them. It just is like a waste of money and space, honestly. So the playroom is still gonna be the playroom / office, and he's gonna be in our room until he grows out of co-sleeping and needs his own space. And at that point, we will readjust the bedrooms and figure that out. But for now, long story short, we don't do nurseries anymore. Because of that, we have to get a little bit creative with how we organize baby's stuff, because he's still gonna need somewhere for his clothes. He's still gonna need somewhere for like all of the other little extra baby things. And I also need my like bedside cart for like diapering and just postpartum healing, and then, you know, all that. So that cart / clothing situation for him is on the list today. Me organizing my nightstand and then the postpartum bathroom baskets are also on the list. So I'm gonna see how much I can get through today. My goal is to finish it because I have most of the things that I need. There's some things that we ordered off of Amazon that are still not here, which is slightly stressing me out, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Everything takes so long to get here. I should have ordered it like months ago, to be perfectly honest. But anyways, let's get into it. Let's see how much I can get done, and hopefully it goes well. So this is currently what my nightstand looks like, and don't judge me, but it's like an absolute disaster in here. So I'm gonna take all of this out, kind of organize it and go through it, see like what needs to stay in here, what doesn't. And then I have this like random basket that I need to go through. There's just like all kinds of stuff, and I have some baskets here that I can use. Yeah, it's so random, but I'm gonna go through all of this. And we just got this, speaking of random, we just got this Hatch sound machine, and I have no idea how to use it, so I have to figure out how to do that. And I'm not loving where it is because I also have this night lamp stand thing. I don't know what I want to do with that, but this is going to be the first thing I tackle. Another thing, side note, it's not even really related, but I highly recommend getting like a little mini fridge for postpartum and pregnancy, and just like filling it with snacks and drinks. And you can even put like breast milk if you plan to pump. And I always have it on my side. This is my side of the bed. I always have it so that I can just like easily access it, but it makes postpartum life so much easier. Okay, so I wanted to show y'all kind of real quick where I'm at the moment. So I have this really cute like woven basket, and I put all of my Milk Moon postpartum stuff in here. So this was actually recommended to me, and it's their postpartum like restorative tonic. And then they also have this Cloud9 postpartum mood support, and this one is the No Worries postpartum nervous system support. So those are probably going to be my lifeline, honestly. I moved the Hatch machine to this corner, and then I just put my nightlight up there and my diffuser. I have this little glass bag here that I use to fill my diffuser. And then I used this other rope basket to put my essential oils in, which I think will be helpful to have them like right next to it. And then I just have this little candle here. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this, but for now this works. And then obviously like this will be living at my side. And in this drawer, I got these are actually like kitchen dividers, like organizers. I have like highlighters and pencils and markers and whatever back here. This is a lighter for that candle, and then this is just like a knife slash dagger. You can't actually carry them here where we live now. I used to always have it in my purse, but I can't, so it's just kind of living here for now. Then I have a clip, a hair tie, and a headband, and then a nail file and some nail clippers. And then this is just like for electronics. My blue light glasses, magnesium lotion, tallow, which I made, and then this rescue remedy, which is also for stress relief or postpartum. And then I have this little, I got this postpartum, like, I think with Cooper, but it's just like one of these rice things that you can heat up or put essential oils on. It has lavender inside, so it actually smells really good. But I use this for like headaches or pain or whatever. And it's just kind of soothing. And then obviously like our TV remote. In this drawer, I have extra lotion. This is like a foot massager. I have this little devotional, my journal, and then notes. And then underneath, I have puppy pads, because if you've ever been postpartum, you know that these are super helpful. And then this basket has snacks. This is my colostrum, some snacks. I plan to throw in some electrolytes in here too. And then this is gonna be my little diaper basket. So I have wipes in the very back, and then all of the diapers that I can just easily refill. And my refills are under my bed. So this is our bathroom. It's super tiny. And this is the basket that I got to have all of my postpartum stuff put in, but I'm gonna take it back into the bedroom where there's better light so that I can organize and show y'all what I'm gonna put in here. Okay, so here is what I have for my bathroom basket. These are the like adult diapers, which honestly are so much easier to have postpartum when you're really heavily bleeding. These are the Honey Pot pads. They have like the cooling herbs on them, so if like that's too much for you, then obviously use the unscented. And then these are the like organic cotton postpartum pads by Eco by Natty, which I'm really excited to try. And then I have some Mother Love Mom's Bottom Balm. And then this is a sitz bath kind of blend soap. And then I have some witch hazel pads and some hemorrhoid cream just in case. And then these are the witch hazel cloths. So sometimes it's nice to just lay those flat versus these little round circles. And then I will be putting my peri bottle in here, and then when it comes in, my perennial spray will also go in here. Okay, so this is actually going to be his dresser because we don't have a dresser and our room is really tiny. So I need to figure out like a system to make this functional for like all of his clothes.
My everything, my like no other.
Okay, so don't mind this stain. I literally have no idea what it is, but kids. So this, I kind of just, oh look, a bobby pin. I kind of just put the stuff that he's not really gonna need for a while up here, and then I'm going to put back my salt lamp, the little plant, and that mirror on top. And then this basket is just like onesies and pants and any other like outfits that I don't have hung. So like all the sleepers are hung, but everything else is kind of just in this basket. And then down here I have like his loveys and socks and beanies, and then like probably any other accessory type stuff that we have that will go in that basket. But that is his dresser. That is literally it. I also did find some random like things in that cart that are gonna go over by my nightstand, so now I need to kind of reorganize.
I've never seen your magic that I never thought I'd find, and there's no in between. You and me will run until the end of time. I see forever.
Okay, so after finding the other stuff in that cart, I sort of reorganized a little bit. So I have my manual breast pump in here, which I still need to wash. Like it's just out of the box, but I put it here. Everything else is pretty much the same in this one. I added the Primally Pure baby powder to the diaper basket. And then this one I changed up a little bit. So I have my Haka, which still needs to be washed. I have breast pads because I always have an oversupply. I moved my tallow and magnesium back here, and this is just the Owlet, like outlet thing. And then my nail stuff is in the back now, and I moved my hair stuff over here.
I see forever when I look in your eyes. A love that is deeper than the blue in the sky.
Up here I have baby oil from Primally Pure, which I love that brand, and then the baby balm, and then I just moved this up here and then have the Owlet plugged in. That's pretty much it. Well, a quick note about the Owlet. I know this is kind of controversial, especially in like the crunchy holistic space, but I will say this thing gives me such peace of mind, and I can actually sleep at night knowing that like something is keeping an eye on the baby. I personally have struggled with postpartum anxiety and depression, and I will tell you that I do not sleep because of my anxiety. And so the Owlet just gives me that peace of mind and the ability to sleep, which when you're postpartum is huge. So for me, it is totally worth it. And not only that, but we had some really scary experiences with the twins, and I just feel so much better using it, at least for the first couple of months. And then it kind of just like drops off and I start to like relax and I don't need it to use it as much. But especially for those first few months, it gives me such a peace of mind that they are being monitored so that I can sleep. So that is the situation that I have currently set up for my postpartum nightstand and his little dresser slash cart thing going on over there. The next thing I want to tackle is my diaper bag, which I won't be honestly using for probably a while, but I want to just make sure I have some things in there so that it's not just completely empty.
I see forever when I look in your eyes. Love that is deeper than the blue in the sky.
Okay, so real quick, I wanted to show you what I had so far in my diaper bag. So this is the Eddie Bauer First Adventure diaper bag. I like that it's just like a simple backpack. And then inside I have these dry bags or wet bags or whatever you want to call them from Mushy, not really sure how to say that. But I have 2 different sizes. Those are great for blowouts. And then I have this mat from Gather. So this will be our changing mat. I love all of their stuff. And then I have a few diapers in here. I have no idea if he will be a newborn for a long time, but I have had babies and newborn for a long time. I have some baby balm in here. I have some baby oil in here, and then I also have the baby powder, and that's pretty much it so far. Oh, I do have some like nursing pads, like the reusable ones, and then in this pocket I have our extra changes of clothes, a beanie, and some socks, because you never know when you're gonna have a blowout. And then over here is a little wipe dispenser pocket. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I will probably add more, but for now, I just wanted to have like the basics in here. Well, that is everything. And I feel so much better knowing that it is now done and we can just relax. I can get better, and then we can just wait for little man to show up. But if you found this helpful, or if there's something that you would add, let me know in the comments. I would love if you would hit like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Bye, y'all.